Dapat nakapantalon na barangay.
No shoes, no ID. Sa nightclub yata yung sign.
In the province, I always wear shorts and a shirt. Unang init-init.
Sabagay. May kasi yung elections.
Unang init-init. Pangalawa, ayoko talaga magbihis. I'm always accused of being underdressed. So, that's the height of being underdressed.
Does it heart want you to like step up on the fashion level? Because she's so fashionable. She really, that's her thing.
I tell her to compensate na lang for me.
Okay.
Meaning, since she dresses up a lot.
Grabe kayo, ang unfair. Lahat na lang siya yung nagko-compensate sa
money.
Hindi
Ang dami kong adjustment,
sa money, sa fame, sa looks.
Ang dami kong adjustments din, no?
Sa bagay, marami
ka.
Hey, wait, have you ever seen her movie where she kisses someone? And how does that feel?
Her last movie.
Who did she kiss?
Trophy wife.
Who did she kiss?
Her partner in the movie.
Who's the artista?
Derek.
How did that feel? I'd be hurt.
Ewan ko, tinatakpan niya yung mukha ko eh. We were watching the movie when
and then
it was coming close at...
Paano yung pagtakip niya gato?
Hindi, tinatakpan niya. Tapos, tapos pagkatapos, biglang gusto nung humawak ng kamay, tapos parang, sabi ko, huwag mo ko hawakan.
Grabe, Chiz!
Hindi ko pa, ina-absorb ka pa.
Love ka. Grabe, I can see it. But that's great. That's great. You know, how often do people really find someone they're crazy about, di ba?
True. And
especially
to be able to experience it.
Yeah.
Not that people should do it too unless they're annulled the second time around.
Yeah. I think that's great. Totoo, I'm not bullshitting it.
I mean, when I was younger, I used to think about that. What if you get married and you make... I'm not saying there's a mistake.
No, it doesn't turn out as planned.
You have to live with it and live with that for the rest of your life. No second chances, no nothing. Anything, a second chance would be totally illegal, underground, immoral, etc., etc. Not knowing that I would follow that path rather later on in life.
You look great, by the way. You look happy. I can really see it.
Because I run of late. I've been running since March.
Okay, just to let you know, you stopped smoking in March and now you run.
Almost every day, actually.
Is this Heart's influence on you?
She started it. She invited me. She encouraged me. But now I run more than she does.
Nakaka-addict rin tumakbo eh.
Now I run more than she does.
That's so fun. Alam mo, I did not expect this. You smoked like shit the last time I saw you and you diba?
Alam mo,
paano mo natigil, dude? Yeah, but you must crave it.
Kakapusin ka ng hininga eh. As in, kakapusin ka talaga.
Literally.
And then when you...
Do you have scenarios where you look for a cigarette still now?
Yeah.
But
when you keep off it for 5 days and then you run.
Ibang-iba talaga.
Ibang-iba.
So, mga Ironman. Midlife ba to?
Hindi ako wala kang balak mag-Ironman.
Triathlon, ganon.
Hindi ko pangarap yun.
May Hawaiian shirt ka na ba? Wala.
Hindi pa.
Pero magkakayang
yung ginapit na.
Yung ginapit na sleeves.
Yung
wala ka pang
sa gym
sports
half shirt.
Ka din. Nag-gym ka rin, dude?
No.
Wow, sobra naman.
I don't. Wala kang balak kasi I can't maintain it.
Well, you can.
I can't
maintain
it.
Helps running.
The lifestyle is different.
No, but you look fit. Is it just running?
Just running.
Oh, okay. Grabe.
Boxing minsan.
Hindi ko chine-check yung mga questions kasi yung mga tanong nila parang ang wicked eh. Okay na lang na magkwentuhan na lang tayo.
Akala isang wicked game.
Wicked. Wag, hindi mo kaya wicked.
Ayan, hindi ko kaya?
Oo, hindi mo to kaya.
Ganon? Sure ka?
Oo.
Patingin nga.
No. Yung mga usual questions eh, nakailang girlfriend ka your entire life? How many girlfriends have you had? Definition na pakilala sa magulang as girlfriend. Ayan. Does that weed out a few?
Pakilala sa magulang as girlfriend.
Dineclare na girlfriend.
2.
No way. Dalawa lang?
Yeah.
The one you married and Chiz? Ay, ang pangalan niya, Heart?
No, except for Heart. Heart would be the third. Oh. My first girlfriend, I had my first girlfriend third year college. And we were together for 9 years.
Whoa, that's a long time.
A long time. She's married now too.
9 years. Yeah. And then the next is whoever you married, your first wife. And then, no way.
Yeah.
No,
ang definition mo, pinakilala sa magulang.
Yung definition, pinakilala sa magulang. Pero sige. Hindi. For me, that's my definition of boyfriend.
Yeah, well,
Na-declare sa mga kuya.
If that's your definition.
Okay. See, kasi relationship yun di ba?
Yes, if that's your definition.
Do you know how many boyfriends Heart has had? I mean...
Yes, I do.
Really? With a number?
I don't know if it was healthy to have actually talked about it.
You shouldn't have asked.
But we did. We already talked about it.
It's done.
Now, she's using it against me.
That's like a dead body on
Now she's using it against me.
That's like a dead body in the yung mga aksidente na dead body.
But you have to remember, when we were...
dapat di ko tinignan.
No, but when we were getting to know each other, again, it was as friends.
It was as friends.
So,
but that's bullshit. You always liked her.
Yeah, but whether you were in denial or whatever, but you were hoping but not expecting. You were thinking about it, but not
doing
really
movements
doing about it.
See, that's how you describe the presidency. You think about it, but not really. You don't do anything, but
yes.
I think you'll run for president.
Yes and no, because I've always said, when you run or if you're running, you have to own it.
Yeah.
I disagree with, I'm running because the people want me to run. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah,
I mean, the least you could do when you run would be to take ownership of it. That I want to run.
We agree. I agree with you.
Hindi
that.
pwedeng,
the first thing we agree on.
Hindi pwedeng, alam mo, ayoko pero nanawagan. Ay, walang ganunan.
Alam mo, ganun din sa karaoke. Pag pinipilit, wag na.
Bilang side 2.
Bilang all of a sudden, 104 AB.
I think when you run, you should own it.
Say you want to run.
It,
and
and defend it.
Now that you're there, can I share what I think of that reluctant leadership trend we've had? I think it's a reaction from a dictator or whatever you want to name it, someone who overstayed. Those are the facts. We're afraid of someone with ambition because we've had someone that overstayed, to say the least. So we like the ayaw and then ganyan. No, but I don't believe in that. I want someone na grade 4 pa lang siya, gusto niya magpresidente, gusto ko ganun. But we don't value ambition the way we should. We see ambition sometimes as wrong.
Negative.
When you hear someone say, may ambition yan, parang wrong.
Parang
I think it's great when someone has ambition, even for the highest office. And you're right, they should own it.
Hindi naman kailangan mula grade 4, ikaw naman.
Sige,
basta by the time he runs, he claims
he
it.
He says that he wants. Yeah.
No,
because I want someone who prepares for something, I guess like a sport, etc. You don't last minute decision or nadala lang. Like I said, parang karaoke yan. Bago ka mag-karaoke, dapat vocalize ka
na sa banyo.
Para kung sa... Hindi, I want to sing. Kaya yata importante sa akin yung volunteerism, thing I want people to say, ako, kaya ko yan, gagawin ko. Kaysa yung, ako, me, okay.
Alam mo, marami na nagsabi sa akin, ba't di ko kumakanta? Sabi ko, kung marunong ako, matagal na akong kumanta, maniwala kayo sa akin. But the fact that I don't, that means I can't.
Pero kumakanta kayo pag lasing, sir. Nakita ko na yun at some point.
Pag kumakanta pag lasing, wag naman pag lasing lang, kahit pag umiinom, kumakanta mo.
Umiinom, sige, proper adjective.
Actually, minsan kahit lasing ka, ayaw
what do you say about those rumors that you're a bad drunk and that you're blah?
Actually, I heard that many times over. When you're starting out as a young politician, I guess that's usually what's thrown at you.
Okay.
Because you do drink. I mean, it'll be a lie to say you don't drink.
No, not on this. Yeah, this radio show.
Not only because you do it.
We drown in alcohol in this radio show.
When I was young, binato sa akin lahat yun. Babaero, bakla, lasengo, adik.
May nagsabi ba ka?
That's standard.
Gay.
That's standard.
You never thought of being gay? No.
When you're young, I guess, and you're a candidate, that's usually what they throw at you because that's the stereotype.
Bading,
either babaero, sisimulan ka na babaero, biglang gagawin sabihin sa'yo,
never ka ba napaghinalaan na nagsashabu kasi ang payat?
Adik nga.
Adik,
lasengo.
Di ka nag-drugs ever?
Never.
Oh, so...
Never.
Okay.
Quite frankly.
I believe.
Simply because I'm scared of it.
Why are you scared
Siguro
of it?
Siguro pinalaki ko na nanay tatay ko na gano'n.
Takot sa adik.
Ay
mo, hindi lang ako nag-drugs ng todo. Kasi ayaw akong masira yung teeth ko. Iyong kikay. Nabasa ko yun eh.
No, I don't. I haven't tried it. I guess I had a relatively sheltered childhood in a way. I wasn't exposed to that. So I never was.
Really? You didn't have friends who ever invited you like
in fact, I smoked only when I was already campaigning in 1997.
Cigarettes?
Buong college, hindi ako nag-yosi. Buong high school, wala.
Ako rin, hindi.
Nag-semig lang. I mean, hindi ganun yung
hindi rin ako nag-yosi ng high school and college. Totoo, late na ako nag-start din.
Late bloomer.
May side comment dito, kinokot ko. Not that you should do it if you're not annulled. What is that? Oh, did you say this?
Again?
If you're not annulled, you can't have a second chance. I think, I don't know, I forget.
No.
She's quoting you.
Rarely, yung sinabi ko kanina.
Yeah.
It's like rarely someone, I used to think, di ba sabi, I used to think na hindi ka na magkaka-second chance.
Oo.
Na, I only use the word annul na you will be able to fulfill it to its, alam mo yun, natural ending.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people, that's why...
Natural ending meaning
actually get married,
married.
settle down again. Hindi ganun kadalas. Kaya nga sabi ko, it's not expanding the grounds for annulment, but really making it more accessible and affordable. Kasi ang dami kong kilala.
How about the divorce law, Chiz? Does it ever come to your plate? Do you ever think of authoring it?
We do. We do have one.
Are you pushing one?
No, we do have one.
No, a real one, not this.
It's a real one.
No, it's not. It's just
it is.
Separation.
No, it is.
What?
It is.
Okay,
the basic
tell me about
difference between divorce and annulment.
Okay.
Divorce, the reason or ground could have occurred after the wedding.
Annul this before the wedding.
Annul this before or during.
Okay.
Meaning the priest wasn't authorized.
Okay.
Your consent was vitiated. Tinutukan ka ng baril.
Okay.
But
apparently you cannot have children, di ba?
But the family code
says,
which was written under Korea, this was an executive order, meaning it didn't go through Congress, actually included a ground that said psychological incapacity, and this is the clincher, which must occur at the time of marriage, and this is the clincher, even if it became apparent after. So, nagpakasal kayo, happy kayo, after 10 years, addict pala, cannot perform the essential marital obligations, so you can use that as a basis and simply say that existed at the time of marriage. Kaya nakita ko na lang 3 years, 5 years down the road.
Wait.
That's what our law says.
I'm confused. I say, why do we have no divorce law? And you say we do, but we don't. It's something else.
It's not called divorce.
What is it
But
called?
that's American law. It's not called divorce, but the effect is
a dissolution of marriage.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Really? Then why are...
I went through it. I should know. So.
That's right. That's true.
Not only as a lawyer, because I handled cases before along those lines, but as a litigant too.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
There is actually. There is, but it's not called divorce. And it's not based on incompatibility. There's only one ground, psychological incapacity, which is defined as the inability to perform essential marital obligations. So support, love, care, affection, intercourse, that's all included.
Children, etc. Okay. But then what about, where does like wife beating come in and all the, can you divorce based on that? Violence towards you? Because it doesn't fall under anything you're saying.
No.
Oh, the care.
No, the loving, the care, the affection, it does.
It does.
Pero alam mo, sabi ko nga, if the law should be amended, it should be amended in a way that if you're a wife beater, it's not that it should be a ground to annul or divorce.
But
you should prohibit him from remarrying. I mean, it'll just give him or her the opportunity to beat up another woman.
Yes, but what of freedom to change and
Yes, but what I'm saying,
just arguing.
Then let him prove it
for them. Okay.
But at the time the judgment was rendered, he was incapable of love, affection. In fact, he was doing the exact opposite. So if he wants to get married, he has to prove and establish that I'm reformed. I'm not like that anymore.
To prove that, diba?
Court. For you to remember, the court declared you as a wife beater.
Okay, so they can.
So you have to go through psychological whatever and prove that
of tests.
I'm reformed.
A battery of tests.
Actually, that's one thing about it that I learned. When the courts declare your marriage annulled and declares a spouse psychologically incapacitated,
okay,
there's no prohibition against marrying again.
Really?
But the church annulment, they do impose it.
Once you're annulled, you can't get married? Oh.
No,
they can.
On the supposedly guilty spouse.
Oh, okay. When
unless
the decision is made.
The method, unless if the person who was found guilty of being psychologically incapacitated wants to marry, they have to go to their priest or bishop and they have to be interviewed. There's a process. Because we adopted that from canon law. They're more advanced when it comes to that kind of a ground. So in church, if you want to get married again after being found to be incapable, you go through a process and then they'll allow you if you are able to prove and convince them that you're no longer in the same boat. Galing actually.
I wanted to ask you what that other reporter was asking.
Which one?
If there's a tough question. You want if Vice President Binay asks you to be his vice president?
Like your question with Senator Miriam, unfair for me to say yes or no. He's not even offering. We haven't even talked for a long time.
It's just a question.
Yeah, but we haven't even talked for a long time. So.
But you'll consider it? No, yes, no, not. It's not.
Consider
a no.
it.
You'll think about it.
Think about it. I guess I'd be flattered. Why not? Someone's actually offering me to be. I mean, for the vice president or for a vice president to call me up and he hasn't talked to me for quite some time, often by itself would be amusing.
I think you'll have a tough time. Well, no, never mind. That's my opinion of you.
Or running.
If you run, I think you'll run for president.
Really?
I think so. I think so. Kasi ang yabang mo eh. So parang baka hindi mo kaya mag-VP.
Hindi rin.
Unless you want to redefine the vice president's role.
No, when you're mature, I guess.
No, you strike me as someone, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be president. Rather than, hindi ba? I know, because you're softer now, because you fell in love. Younger. That's
Probably
the change. That's the change I saw.
Actually, that's one thing I wanted to ask you.
Good job.
What changed, if any, you think?
I think you changed. Seriously.
What changed na, if any?
Just to let you know, this is like my 4th or 5th one-on-one interview with Senator Escudero.
That was what I wanted to ask you, actually.
You're nicer now. For sure. You laugh more. You're less robotic. You used to talk like a snake, like this. And I can't make it out. Tapos one tone ka lang all the way. Parang memorize mo yung sinasabi mo. Tapos your eyes were kind of dead. Not dead in the bad sense, but dead in the you're not looking at the person talking to you sense. Now you engage more.
I think the difference is...
You're human.
I think the difference is I'm...
older.
Happy and content where I am.
Oh, God! From the minute you walked in here, you walked in with a love vibe. And I like it. That's fine.
Meaning to say... anything that happens in
You're
my life...
You're softer, Senator Escudero.
I won't define it as softer. Anything that happens in my life, anything that I get beyond this, would actually be a bonus.
Okay.
I mean, not that I don't want it. Why not? I mean, who wants to get even rich? Who wants to win the lottery? Who doesn't want to get richer? Or really absolutely rich? But I'm happy where I am.
Yeah, I can see it. What else changed?
Yeah, I'm asking you
mas animated ka magsalita ngayon. Napaka-stark eh. Alam mo, nag-nod sila Kasi dati, alam mo, para kang may naka-upload lang na software. Tapos sasagot, i-double click mo lang yung sagot mo. Tapos, sasabihin mo yung bibig mo at the same time. But then you really sounded not much anima. Not much spirit there. But now you look great.
Ang problema lang doon, people tend to treat me less seriously.
Yes! Is that good or bad?
I'm not sure.
Dude, I remember. I interviewed you.
Sure.
I interviewed you once on GMA. GMA, whatever. And I asked you, Chiz, why do you talk like that?
Like people don't take me seriously.
Exactly, that's what you said. Because I look young. Because I look very young. I need to sound older.
I can't joke about things that, for example, former Senator Arroyo can joke about. I can't joke about the same things that Senator Santiago jokes about.
You must look forward to getting older.
Not really. I guess even if I were younger, I could have gotten away with it if I was confident and secure enough in myself.
Kasi ang bata ng face mo nga eh.
Right now, even if I'm still younger than most of my colleagues in the Senate, I'm again more content in who and what I am.
Yeah.
What I want, and I'm not scared to share my opinion as I used to. I'm not as guarded as before.
Yeah, you never used to answer questions straight.
I'm not as guarded as before.
Give me
so I can defend
my
positions. I don't have to hide behind anything or anyone.
You're more certain?
More certain about what I believe in and what I talk about. Perhaps. Kaya ako nga binibilisan ng, di ba, sabi ko, kasi para hindi mo na maintindihan at mahabol ko ano yung sinasabi ko. Pero parang tama, kasi ang bilis.
Dati ganyan ka magsalita. Alam mo, dati, pucha, 90% na sinasabi mo, puta ka na, binabola ako nito. Kasi you talk so fast, your tone is, and then, it's exactly the answer you answered kahapon. Parang may memorized ka. Ngayon, I think you can answer on the fly, and I think you're more relaxed. It's that.
More relaxed.
Yeah.
I'd rather use
you
the word
used to be
content.
such an angry man.
Probably I was. Who knows? Who knows? Probably I was.
Must be.
And I didn't know it.
No, yeah, you didn't know. But you feel the difference. I mean, you feel.
I do.
Yung diferensya.
I do. I do. I actually do.
Dati parang I want to win machine eh. Ganun. Parang I want to win machine.
I feel more comfortable now, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not doing as much.
That's what I mean. This is why I said you will either step on the gas or you'll settle down and raise Malteses.
Kids naman.
Oh, you want more kids? I'm sorry, was that an invasive question?
No. We do. Heart and I.
Cool. That's great.
We both want kids.
Yeah, you feel softer. Is that good or bad for you?
We haven't agreed on it yet. I want 4. She wants, I think, 1 or 2.
Okay, you're gonna have to follow her. It's her womb.
I thought you love dogs. Di ba dogs usually
I'm
have 4?
I'm so sorry, Senator Escudero. As a woman friend of yours, I have to advise you're gonna have to follow her. It's her womb.
I know. No, it's her decision.
So whatever she wants.
The guy can express what he wants.
Express. Good verb.
Express.
I know, I'm just saying.
No, that's the politically correct word to
use.
It
is. I'm just saying it's a good verb.
I rest my case.
And somebody. Wait, are you this relaxed? You can't be this relaxed. You're gonna lose your teeth election-wise if they...
What do you mean?
They like you stern, people who like you because you used to be stern. You think something got lost in terms of your, ang tawag doon, your tayo as,
yes and no.
Ano ba tawag doon? Yung gravitas.
Yes and no, because, people think that I'm less serious with my work. Simply because...
It looks that way.
Simply because I'm being seen with an actress. Simply because,
really?
Yun pa lang.
That's because we're judgmental snobs.
That
we
often by itself.
General,
but if they look at the amount of work that we do, like if, as you said, you do your research.
Merit. I know you're lost, by the way. I researched.
It's going to be a lot more fair than how it's being looked at or prejudged. But on the other hand, ang hirap din naman na maging formal na hindi naman talaga ako ganon in real life. I mean, you switch it on because you have to appear serious and
game face.
Yeah, like a game face.
This is not your game face.
Pero ngayon nga, kahit kanina interview ako, press ko na, bukas mag-press ko na, I'd be roughly the same.
Really?
Like this.
Do you have an advisor that says, Chiz, parang masyado kang kumikengko eh. Hindi na...
Actually, not an advisor. People advise me, but not an advisor.
Okay. Will you ever take advice from me?
Yeah.
Labas. Para sumoprano ka
doon. No, I was going to say, I'll listen to what you have to say.
That's because I never voted for you. No, we don't know that.
I'll listen to what you have to say.
May question. Can I say who it's from? I guess so. This is from Lourdes.
Finally.
Shit, I'm late. I have to go to a wedding. Tanong mo, ano feeling...
May wedding ka pa?
Yeah, wedding. Well, no, it's a reception of Bianca Gonzalez. Congratulations, Deborah. Tanong mo, anong feeling na mas mataas pa rin ang survey niya kaysa sa ibang politicians like Mar Rojas?
It's flattering. Because as I said, I'm not doing anything. Along the lines of campaigning,
Yeah. No, but other people are doing it for you.
What do you mean?
Feeling like pasimple, ganyan.
Yeah, but still not a far cry from, leaps and bounds compared to what others are doing.
First of all, if you didn't have that, you will not say no to coming to this interview. It's so hard to get you, but now I think you're making a feel if you can run or not.
No, not really.
Hirap mo kaya imbitahin mag-interview dati. Hindi naman. Ngayon mas relax ka lang talaga.
There was a time, especially when I was going through my annulment, that I wanted to spend a lot of time with my kids. I felt like I had to...
that's right.
I felt like I had to make up for something.
Of course.
Parang may atraso ako sa kanila, may mali akong ginawa, may pagkukulang ako. So, I really wanted to make up for it. So, I was really turning down a lot of invitations at that time. Simply because I wanted to spend more time with them. I wanted to put them to sleep every night. Up to now, actually, because I feel like in the next 2 or 3 years,
hindi
na ako katabi matulog eh.
Oo. Natutulog katabi
Yes.
Sa'yo? Wow.
Yes, they sleep beside me.
At 7 years old.
Bakit dapat ba hindi na?
Hindi. Wala namang rules. Tatawa lang ako. Kasi baka matakot sila mag-move to their own big room.
First time that they read to me instead of me reading to them.
Wow.
Tumulo talaga yung luha ko na parang...
Pucha, alam mo, you would have never shared that story that way before.
Parang.
Kasi you're so busy being, I'm so macho, big birdie, whatever. But now you're so relaxed.
Well, actually, now that...
Oh, Ulu!
Actually, now that...
Kailangan ng Maserati. Wala bang... Shit, alam mo, one time,
I'm even more confident in saying that now.
No. Even the way you describe your children and how you have no problem sharing your feelings. This girl you fell in love with,
What?
she's so good for you. You became human.
Really?
I think so. Before you were like half cyborg, half bullshit, half monotone.
Yeah, but,
you were an election machine when I saw you the last time. Now you're like, okay, you look happy. And you run.
Yeah, and you run.
Nakaka-addict na mo. As in, may iPad ka pag dumatakbo ka.
I used to. Kasi pamporma yun.
Pamporma, gago.
May iPhone ka pa rin dito sa
syempre. Kaso liit ng braso mo.
Actually, Japan yun eh. It makes your arm look bigger.
We need a bit more help with that one, but
it makes it look more complete.
Complete?
But actually, when you run with music, I can't because yung cadence mo nawawala.
Cadence, okay.
Yung cadence or whatever,
cadence,
nawawala.
No, cadence because...
Pero nawawala siya because you have to follow a certain cadence na nawawala siya. Kung mabilis yung tugtog, mas mabilis ka matatakbo. Pag mabagal, mas babagalan mo. Ang hirap nun.
But that's good because that's solid running. Do you know Haruki Murakami? You should read him.
No.
He's a Japanese novelist and he's obsessed with running and he describes it perfectly.
And it's alone time for me.
I should read it. I should send you.
He
has a book called What I Think of While I'm Running. What I think.
I usually forget about the things I think of when I'm running.
That's why you read this book. I think you have the same thing. Well, maybe unless you're thinking of
legislation. Minsan na gusto ko magdala ng recorder kasi parang nakakalimutan ko.
Oh.
Parang you have this perfect thought and idea while you're running, then afterwards you completely forget about it.
Oh.
I don't know if it has something to do with age.
Mag-artista ka na lang.
Sana kung may tatanggap. Kaya lang wala po eh.
Walang tatanggap sa kanya, Donna. Ang showbiz naman ng mga sagot niyan. Showbiz kasi naman. I don't...
showbiz po kasi yung tanong eh. Sabihin niyo kay Gang magtanong.
Tarantados, pinasa mo pa sa akin.
Pakisabi niyo kay Gang magtanong ng tungkol sa trabaho, huwag tungkol sa showbiz.
Dude,
at sasagutin ko siya ng trabaho.
Okay, trabaho kasi politics. Ang boring nun. Alam mo, I don't want because you're gonna turn.
So don't take it against me if I'm answering pag showbiz.
I can't believe
showbiz
you
po
just
ang tanong,
that.
kaya showbiz din ang
yeah, this fucking ends the interview. I don't know. No, I'm so not interested in your politics whatever
Neither
today.
am I. So, but apparently she is. So, what can I do? She's looking for...
Hey, somebody said, it's so true. Half cyborg, half monotone. But right now, parang tumao siya bigla. Tumatawa pala yan.
Actually, tumatawa ako. Pag ni-interview lang ako tungkol sa trabaho, hindi ako tumatawa eh.
Oo nga.
But can you imagine...
Hindi naman nakakatawa yung trabaho mo.
Hindi naman nakakatawa talaga yung trabaho. But can you imagine if I do that? I can't.
Will you push for the Freedom of Information Act?
I'm the principal author.
I know. I just thought I'd showcase that because I'm going to put you to task. You need to have that passed before this administration ends.
Well, that's the promise of President Aquino. He'll pass it just before his term ends. Emphasis on the just.
Just before his term. Did he say that?
I think he did. He did.
Did you... Hey, I heard you ask questions when Roman guested on ANC.
When Roman guested...
On the Scholar ng Bayan.
Yes, I happen to be watching.
That's a law that matters to me.
I happen to be watching.
Yeah. But you said that there was... Anyway, you had questions, which is good. I appreciate it.
My question was...
how about na hindi top 10?
How about na hindi honor, hindi matalino, pero gusto niya mag-aral pero wala siyang pera?
Alam mo ba na may law na nun at kayo ang nagde-delay, Senate?
What do you mean kayo nagde-delay?
Yeah, it's passed in the House already. The one
No. There's an old law about it already, but it's not being implemented properly. That's why
I was asking him,
why is it not shed?
Shed.
Why is it not being addressed? Parang ako, hindi naman ako top, hindi ako honor.
Oh.
I want to study, but my parents can't afford.
Hindi ka ba valedictorian?
Paano? No, I wish. No, first not.
Hindi. Grabe, hindi ka na nga pogi. Hindi ka pa valedictorian.
Alam mo, may binigay sa akin. Di ba sinabi ko sa'yo? Hindi binibigay lahat, hindi rin kinukuha lahat sa isang tao.
Ganun talaga, Gang. Yara ka. Talaga, tapos kailangan mo ng armband para lumaki yung arms mo.
Hindi na ako gumaganon. Mga una ba, alam mo, sa simula, if you cannot perform, if you cannot play, display.
Alam mo, ganyan ka dati. Hindi ka masyadong, I think you were, can I psychoanalyze you on air? Well, you have no choice, we're here. I think before, you were such in the shadow of your father, who's a great man, by the way, because I can see that you you looked up to him and you admired him, obviously, because he always comes up in conversation. I think that's always a great thing. Pero parang yung sure-footedness mo, naka-align talaga, parang dun yung dad mo eh. Now, nature happens, he passed away. I think you also found some sort of rhythm. Other than that, I think heart came into your life and you're a bit more confident. Diba, parang ganun. Pero feeling ko, dati, ang dami mo